Sing it up, mister.
I ain't got the car.
Hear what I said,
Car's
sir,
gonna have to do something
yeah.
else, so
No.
I have to go back to old school
Get your
style.
hands in the air, sir.
OG rambling, walking the dog
Woo.
in my dressing gown.
Yeah. Then you will get no hurt,
So,
mister.
yeah, I
No.
I had a really eventful day yesterday, like really eventful. Like it just didn't stop. I bumped into loads of people, old friends and acquaintances and that, and loads of things happened. And I wanted to go to bingo in the evening. Apparently there was a free bingo session. My friend was going to it, who I bumped into town. And I was going to do that, but it didn't work out that way in the end. By the time I got in after all the events, it was late, and then I was going to do an interview, but that never happened. But fucking weird day. So it's now Tuesday +2. I was supposed to meet Mad Melissa today, and we was going to do some more manifestation. Like, I'm using this manifestation hack, which I have invented myself. And what I'm doing is I'm imagining my manifestation as the invasion of Europe by the Allied forces at D-Day. So Tuesday was D-Day, and now it's Tuesday +2. What I've been doing is imagining all my positive thoughts crossing the channel. So all my positive thoughts and intentions of, winning a large amount of money and the good that I'm going to do with it, sending all them across the channel. And obviously on the other side you've got the Nazis, which is like fear and doubt and negative thoughts. And yeah, some of them are shooting down some of my positive thoughts, but I am sending wave after wave after wave after wave of positive thoughts across to liberate Europe from liberate myself from my skintism, my poverty. And I'm sending so many, like I'm teaming up with people, and I'm going to get them to send positive thoughts too. I mean, if you act as a syndicate and you're all in it together, then you're much more likely to win, aren't you? So yeah, if you're watching this and you want to help me out a little bit, send some thoughts across. You can be like the airborne infantry. You can be like Easy Company. So after I've sent all the navy across, all the landing craft and all the boats and that, and you can send in the air support shortly afterwards. Just send some thoughts across, some good thoughts, hoping and wishing and praying that I receive financial abundance, and I can use that financial abundance to help other people of this community, because it is desperately needed at the moment. There's a housing crisis where poor people can't get houses, especially in Hastings, because there's so many fucking Airbnbs. Now, if the council of Hastings were actually serving the people who pay their council tax, etc., and people who they're supposed to serve, then they would put a curb on Airbnbs in Hastings Old Town, so that rich people can stop making more money, and poor people can have affordable and easy to access housing. And if you've got like 3 or 4 houses and you do this Airbnb thing, then you're gonna fucking hate me for this, aren't you? But it's fucking true, you greedy bastards. Like, you are capitalising on something which is gonna be to your advantage, and I don't hold that against you. However, what is happening is poor people who are in desperate need cannot have housing because of this situation. I mean, I don't know how many Airbnbs are. I'm guessing that it's a lot in Hastings Old Town, and that's why. But a curb on them wouldn't be a bad idea. And I don't know, some sort of solution to this housing crisis problem in Hastings needs to be thought about. I know there's some good people in Hastings Council. James Bacon, he's a good egg. I know there are good people there wanting to do good stuff. So know this: housing is a huge problem in Hastings. I know this. I'm in temporary accommodation, and I know many other people who are in my situation and cannot get a house. It's so difficult. So let's have a look at the reasons why and fix it. If you truly are serving the people of Hastings rather than yourself and your ego. Got cut off there. So yeah, housing is a big thing, but I kind of got sidetracked with that. But that is something, like if I won like hundreds of millions of pounds, I would buy loads of houses up, especially after this housing price crash happens. And I would make a much fairer system for people in need. You know, single mothers with young babies shouldn't be in temporary accommodation, single rooms. And our family who have just had twins and they're in a little one-bedroom flat shouldn't be. I think it's about time we started distributing the wealth a bit more evenly and helping out each other. But, you know, that is what it is. There's solutions there, we just need to find them. Maybe me winning hundreds of £1 million on the lottery would do that, but that would only be Hastings. You know, you can't have a lottery winner in every town, can you? So let's find a solution which is sustainable across councils across the UK to stop it. I mean, the UK is a first world country and there shouldn't be people surviving on food banks. It shouldn't happen, and it shouldn't come down to people like Dom's Food Mission and whoever runs Snowflake and all these other charities which help out these homeless. It shouldn't be down to them people. It should be down to the system that put them there, especially for like veterans who signed up to serve the country and went off and did their bidding for war. Now, I don't disagree with the UK's policy on war, but that doesn't at all mean that I am against veterans for what they did, because they were doing their job, and they were also sort of conned into believing that what they were doing was for good rather than greed, because ultimately that's what war has been about. I mean, even go back to the Second World War, it's really, really about greed. Ultimately, when it comes down to it, there's just sort of characters playing parts in it, like Hitler. Like, find some fucking absolutely unhinged lunatic, put him in power, fund him, give him a load of money to build an army, and then fund the other side too when he starts getting out of control. That happens. That's a real thing. Like a group of people who are very wealthy and very powerful did that, funded both sides of World War II. I don't really want to live on a planet where someone's got that much control that they can just start a war for their own amusement or their own political benefit or financial gain or whatever. Don't really want to live in a world like that. So the only thing I can do about that is pretend that it doesn't happen and live my life a different way, where I don't watch the news and I don't get involved in all shit like that, and I just try and focus on stuff that I can actually do something about. Rubes, come here. Ruby, here. Yeah. I mean, no, I think I'll leave it there for that. Won't go too deep into the old conspiracies, but look that up. Look that up about what the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers did and how they funded World War II. And sort of, when you understand that, you'll understand that actually that's what always happens. I mean, apart from in situations where the funding of some opponents, such as Saddam Hussein, Colonel Gaddafi, wouldn't be beneficial to them, because their actions, out of honesty and integrity, where they're wanting to earn their people and do better for their citizens, Ruby, come here. Basically, by selling oil in their own currency or a different currency, not necessarily to destabilise the dollar, but that's what would happen. It's not fair that every time that someone wants to sell the goods of their nation in whatever currency they want, they get bombarded with bombs and invaded and then removed from government, and a government that's friendly to the US.
There's a dead MC on
they
the
will
floor.
continue to sell their money.
Who's
their oil
that standing
dollars,
above him?
because that's the only
He's
thing
got a
that keeps the
microphone
US
and it's pointed in this
dollar
direction.
afloat. If
I think it
the
might
need
be
for the
MC
dollar went down,
Grinder.
if people started selling their money in oil in different currencies of the dollar, the United States.
Bang, Liverpool blood to the jaw. Bang, Liverpool blood to the jaw. Bang, Liverpool blood to the jaw. Leaving every MC down on the floor. Bang, Liverpool blood to the jaw. Bang, Liverpool blood to the jaw. Bang, Liverpool blood to the jaw. Leaving every MC down on the floor. 999, it's an emergency. Bass and Grinder killed an MC. Someone take him to A&E and perform some lyrical surgery. 999, it's an emergency. Bass and Grinder killed an MC. Someone take him to A&E and perform some lyrical surgery.
I'm kicking man like Van Damme. Who's on the mic with a raw slang? Flying kicks all over gently and a triple backflip off a jet ski.
Do what we say, or we'll bomb the shit out of you. Surely, if they just didn't spend that much money and then put it back into their own economy, they wouldn't have to prop it up so much. Or I don't know. But they're power hungry. It's not just about money; it's about power also. So, I mean, is that enough for you? Like, should I do some more, or should I just not and stop winding you up? But anyway, that's that. It's raining. Keep getting water on my screen, and I need to do some writing. So have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you real soon.